Tricycle has become one of the easiest means of transport in most developing countries across the world. Notable among them are India, the Gambia, Nigeria, Pakistan, Kenya, Tanzania, and many more. In Ghana, this mode of transport started gaining grounds in 2014. In the northern region, it was introduced barely 4 years ago and was commissioned by the then Mahama administration and supplied through the Microfinance and Small Loans Center, MASLOC, in a bid to provide jobs for the teeming unemployed youth. In Tamale, the tricycle, popularly known as Yellow Yellow, is faster and more accessible than a taxi. Though it is riskier, it is increasingly becoming the most preferred means of transport in the metropolis.
Taxi no crampo no for fruits na obetina taxi no musa oh ya nko no mo say ya baba akanepa baako obetina ho saa ma fefra atu wo to nema ne so ka che mo so mo mfa wura inside a o mo mfto me fa nema ne wura inside no mo akwa yagu ene hawa amaw nte yele dia o to o nema bebre a o do ba ko ofie no wa yi nema no aboa wo ade nema na akọ o veranda so anaso wo dem akọ mawo o mo respect yele so wotina o hume akọduru ho no bo ne ye ya mfa ne say bo ne ye because 1 cedi 50 pesos to be wo ho a 1 cedi na sesi na ankasa na 34 no dia wo ka wo bakroma me frikamina wo bakroma 3 cedis wo kita nema no ma charge nema no omo ntumi mfa won koduru fie so no omo de wa kwose wo kwan so hwehwa ne ha wonko a nti yele de aminu say yele de ayepa.
Some youth in the metropolis, especially boys in basic schools, have abandoned their education for the tricycle business. Ibrahim Abdul Fattah is a graduate of the Tamale Technical University and has been in the yellow business for over a year now.
Yeah, it's not like I decided to enter into yellow business. The issue is as a human being or as a man, I'm a man. So I cannot be sitting in the house idly without doing something small. You get me? So like I finished my service 2017. You see that? Since I finished my service, I was not having anything doing. So I decided to, I just sit one day and say, what am I going to be doing in order to be making my life small better? You see that? So I think I do not get any alternative. The only alternative I get is yellow business. You see? So I decided to discuss it with my friend. So I go and consult him, and he said, okay. It was my closer friend who teach me how to drive this thing and all that.
Riding a tricycle is a fascinating experience. However, there are risks involved for the passenger and driver which cannot be glossed over. The tricycle, which was originally designed to carry 3 passengers, now carries 5 people by creating extra seats. One of the riders, who appears to be a minor, justifies their action.
I don't have license, and actually they haven't started doing license for us. So like this one you don't need license to ride this one.
Okay, why do you just in front?
We just in front because we want to be complete. We want a complete load. That's why.
But the thing is meant for 3 passengers.
Yes, it's meant for 3 passengers. But I bet you, when you load 3 passengers, always you not get money. So you have to add the Johnson so that you get the money. You understand?
But do the passengers themselves understand the risks involved in this mode of transport?
Sometimes you have the option that to take it. Even though I know some risks involved, I just take it sometimes. I once saw it crash by another car. Another car from the back just crashed. So you see that they just crumbled. So some people got injured. But sometimes I just take it. And sometimes you wait for a taxi, you not find a taxi because of late they load at the taxi rank. they don't want to drive empty taxi around. So only the yellow you see moving around. So we just have to change.
Section 128 of the Road Traffic Regulations 2012 LI 218 states that the licensing authority shall not register a motorcycle or tricycle to carry a fare-paying passenger. Frank Gassese is the regional manager of the DVLA.
We register tricycle motorbikes as private, so we don't register tricycles for commercial purpose. Initially, they were even using the machines without registration numbers. So we first talked to them that no, if you hit somebody on the road, it will be even very difficult for anybody to identify which of these tricycles was involved in the accident. So we tried to talk to them, and now almost all of them have registered private.
There is a high incidence of indiscipline among tricycle riders in the metropolis too. Some residents express concern about the lawlessness of these riders.
In fact, they are helping, but it appears they are also taking advantage of the situation that nobody regulates them, so they can do whatever they want to do. They don't obey traffic rules. Those even riding them don't have licenses. You see the minors who are supposed to be in classrooms are rather riding those things. So it's a serious matter. That's the leadership of the metropolis. They have to sit up, okay, and control them. We are not saying that they should scrap them, because they are also helping commuters in the metropolis. But you can't just allow them free flow, where every part of the metropolis, especially the CMB, that is the Central Business District of the metropolis, they have occupied every part. You can't have a city like that.
Despite the illegality of their operations, the Tamale Metropolitan Assembly is taking tax from them.
Yes, these tricycle operators, I must say, are supposed to honor their tax obligation to the assembly. And like I said earlier, they do, by way of the acquisition of the sticker that we designed for them. And you all do know that the aspects of the law establishing the various MMDAs also says that any business entity within the jurisdiction of any assembly ought to pay some tax to the assembly, whether you are hanging in space or you are underground. So long as you are within that jurisdiction, you must pay. And so the tax net also covers the tricycle operators. And so yes, they honor their tax obligation to the assembly, even though there may be a few who may want to evade paying tax, but we will always get them.
The question on many lips is, should these tricycles be banned, or the laws should be amended to regulate operations of these tricycle riders? For City News, I am Dinah Ungwan.